Good evening, race fans from Lernerville. As we go dirt racing tonight in the ERSCA series, I am David Westergreen. Along with me is Dom Santina and Carlos Acosta producing. And this is the ERSCA Angry Duck All-Star Race presented by Belly Up Sports. We're going to be at Lernerville tonight. And Dom, this is the site of our All-Star Race from last season, but we've changed the car model from the Xfinity car over to the dirt street stocks.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This is where my iRacing broadcasting background started. I'm excited to return to the dirt and see these guys not only change up the surface they're racing on, but also see the car model change and see who can adapt and come away with an all-star win here tonight, even though it won't count towards the championship points.
Right, and not to mention, these guys are going to be racing for a lot of money tonight. We do have $100 to the race winner of the feature. Right now, we're practicing for the Open. In the All-Star Open, it's $10 to win each heat in this Open. There will be 3 heats. Laps 1 through 15 constitutes a heat. The top 5 entered will move to the All-Star race. Then laps 16 through 30 will be another heat. The top 5 will advance. The winner of that gets $10. And then the final 31 through 40 will determine who goes to the All-Star race and who goes home. I think we're going to be sending home just 2 drivers tonight. So, we're going to take 15 from this heat race. We have 17 entered right now, including Johnny Eckert, our race control. Johnny Thomas will be in this one. Kyle Hanshaw will be in it. A bunch of guys. Tate Lytle will be in this one. Dylan Thomas, who's a dirt legend and won our All-Star race last year. So there's definitely some talent in this field, but I think as the field dwindles, we're going to get to see some different guys stepping up and, performing well, and we could see kind of a surprise winner there in that third heat.
Yeah, as the night goes on, there's going to be a lot of money that's going to be given away, too, for different things that can go on throughout the night other than just winning the heat or winning the race in general. So there could be a lot of money given away, and as we go throughout the night, we'll kind of let you in on what those possibilities could be and if anyone's got a chance of winning that as the race goes on. So it's going to be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it and getting ready to get this thing started.
Yeah, so am I. We're about to start qualifying here. I think it'll just be a normal qualifying session with just a couple of laps for these guys to go out and throw down the best time. As we've kind of discussed before, though, the big thing is going to be to transfer into that race without getting caught up in an incident. And then, of course, those winners of those 3 stages, those are going to each get $10 to kick off our money spending for the night. I think Johnny Thomas is going to end up giving OA well around or over $200 tonight. So that's a pretty hefty margin just for a short night of sim racing. Gerald Campbell on track in the 31 car. You might not recognize some of these guys. You recognize that one, though. Scott Crump in the 51. He brought over his colors from the regular series. Gerald in the 31 is driving just a Hot Wheels car. So definitely going to be some different names and different schemes. We'll try to keep you abreast of who is in what scheme. For now, Joe Francis, top of the board, and ran under 18 seconds, which, to my eye, nobody did in practice. So impressive. Johnny Thomas now to the top of the board. A little bit surprised. Dylan Thomas not particularly fast in this qualifying session. He's usually the dirt wizard, and he would have been my pick to win this race, but maybe the street stock a little bit different. Track kind of quiet right now. I think just Josh Clark on right now. Jared Mogard's on the track.
I believe Dylan Thomas was our all-star winner last year when we were here at Lernerville.
Yep. He dominated that race too. I believe he led every lap. Jared Mogard goes to 3rd on the board. And Tate Lytle hasn't laid down a lap yet. Kyle Hanshaw's still sitting on pit road. Josh Clark's thrown it off twice, so he will not, I believe, be putting a lap down. It's going to be a fun night tonight. For what it's worth, the pole sitter of the feature, if they take an EOL at the start of the race, and then come back and win the race, they'll get $50 additionally to the $100 that they won.
It's known in the dirt world as either the back row challenge or the hot shoe there. Going to send them to the back and see if they can work their way to the front. So we'll keep an eye on that and see who gets the pole if they decide to take that challenge. I'm assuming for $50, someone will take it, try to work their way through.
You're right. Well, here's the thing, right? There's another challenge, and it's to lead every first half lap. You get $20. So if you bleed every first half lap, in which at the halfway point in that feature there's a 10-car invert. If you lead every lap in that first half, I mean, you get $20. So you could stay up front and get $120 if you won the whole thing and you led every first half lap.
I'm gonna throw
Might be
another wrench.
interesting.
I throw another wrench in here. Ready? You could start in the back, lead every second half lap, and win. That's $170.
There you go. Yep. That would be the play, right? Drive up to 10th, then get inverted to the pole, then lead every lap. And I don't know that we're going to see anybody doing that, man. These street stocks are they're slower, they're a little bit easier to throw around, and the times are a lot closer than they were with the Xfinity car. Last year we were seeing guys being way much faster, much more in control. We saw guys like Dylan Thomas just pull away and were able to run away with it, even as we had a lot of cautions. Anytime it was green, Dylan Thomas just drove away from it. I kind of imagine with these dirt street stocks, guys are going to be a little more under control, and they're going to be able to throw it around, pass a little bit. And it doesn't look to me like there's going to be anybody who can just kind of drive away and lead every lap. We'll see, though. I mean, dirt is notorious for being chaotic. And I think it's very, very possible that we see some utter chaos here tonight. Tate Lytle on track, and he and Harrison Talon both waiting till the very last minute to put down their laps before qualifying for this open ends. I think Tate's one of those guys you probably lock into the feature already, and he's maybe one of the favorites. Finished second last year at Lernerville in the Xfinity car.
Oh, and the thing here about Lernerville that's so treacherous about it is the fact that right there is, you can see on the outside of the corner, the wall is so far over the berm, and the fastest way around the track is to rip that top lip. And sometimes you just get that right rear stuck over the lip a little bit, and over you go. And that can cause many, many problems for you.
Yeah, it's certainly a treacherous, racetrack, Lernerville, but it's very fun. It's got that bump that if you go sailing over it, you can kind of go down the hill and end up on the inside wall, like a half mile away. As we get ready to grid up here, the group will be on pit road. The pit road wraps like away from the racetrack here at Lernerville, very short track. I want to say it's like a quarter mile, maybe a third of a mile in length, and with that, the pit road's not enough room on pit road for those guys to be in the middle of the racetrack. So they go on the outside, and you don't want to have to go there. You want to be able to stay on the track the whole time. If you're on pit road, you've got damage. Johnny Thomas on the pole for this open. As we look through the field here, just 16 cars look like they're starting the race. I don't know that Richard Hines ever made it into the lobby, so one car going to go home at the end of this one, and it's going to be a 6-car battle to not finish last in that final heat.
The big thing here with this one too, cautions, while they normally count in our normal races, are not going to count here in our qualifying heat. So the caution does fly, laps will be frozen.
Right. Yep. And for what it's worth, just because I know we're going to have some guys who end up getting unlucky, especially once we get to the feature. Finishing last in the feature is a $5 bonus. Oh, we already had a crash. Oh, no. Joe Francis loses it coming off pit road. This night is already starting with fireworks. I think everybody made it okay. I don't know that that's going to affect anybody. I think Kyle Hanshaw might have gotten a little bit of nose damage, but 46 car was pretty fast in qualifying. I think he'll have an opportunity to make it up here once we go green. Joe Francis going sideways on pit road just shows you how slippery that dirt is. Let's see if Johnny Thomas can go out and lead the first 15 laps and win him a heat. And give himself $10, I guess. What's Johnny going to do there?
Yeah, I don't know.
What if Hanshaw wins? Hanshaw will be giving himself $10 too. Those guys are the co-owners of the league. With that, we'll see who is going to take this one in the open. We have 15 laps before the first caution. There they go, Johnny Thomas.
Johnny got a good jump there. Here comes Mogard to the inside.
That outside lane prevails as Thomas Francis goes steaming by Mogard. Now Whitley to the outside, 3 wide for third.
Here comes
contact between Lytle and Whitley. They all save it. Everybody's still going straight. Inside line not working at all for Gerald Campbell. He falls way back.
Car's going a little bit slower pace here than what you're used to in ERSCA, but that doesn't mean the action's going to be any less intense. Right now we've got a 2-car breakaway. Joe Francis, Johnny Thomas up front. Coming around to complete lap number 2, putting lap 3 on the board.
You know, I don't think I want to get first in this or top 5 in this first race. I think I want to jump back and get a chance at that $10 if I'm a 5th place car right now, like Cooper Johnson. Cooper sitting right in front of Tate Lytle. Tate probably right where he wants to be. He probably wants to be that pole-sitting car for this second heat, as we had somebody drive off the track. That's Josh Clark hopping back on. Joe Francis making a bid for the lead. In turn 1, it's not going to work.
Lost quite a bit of momentum there coming out of the turn 2. Gives it back over to Johnny Thomas, who's led the first 4 opening laps. With Francis taking that look to the inside, that allowed Mogard to close back in.
No bonus for leading all the laps in stage 1 of our open. If there was, though, Johnny is currently on pace to do it. Behind him, Joe Francis, Jared Mogard. That's a 3-car breakaway for that first 3 spots. Mark Whitley still riding in 4th. Tate Lytle is hunting 5th behind Cooper Johnson.
Johnson would hold that 5th and final direct transfer spot here as we close in. About 9 to go till the end of Heat 1.
Johnson's car blinking a little bit. Tate Lytle and Kyle Hanshaw, the 2 that are hot on his heels, but I think both of them thinking big picture here. Maybe you can earn $10 before you get to that feature race by not getting in this first heat and waiting for the second heat. You're one of the faster cars. You're sitting here watching those guys not really drive away from you. Tate Lytle knows he can do this, and here he is kind of sitting back in 6th, maybe biding his time, hoping he can grab this second stage win. Refreshingly clean, though. Usually when I cover dirt races, it's just caution, caution, caution. These guys have been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. These guys have kept it almost the cleanest we've seen it all season long. Don't know what you think, especially transitioning to the dirt. These guys have had some time to practice, but must have spent some time on the sim here figuring out these dirt street stocks.
This battle back here for 10th, Wesley Crump, Harrison Talon, Dylan Thomas, and Zishan Dura. Actually, it's battle for 9th because Dura is up there in 9th. Johnny Eckert behind this group. That's our admin running this race. Johnny trying to, I believe he was in the All-Star race last year as well. Oh, somebody pounded the wall. You know what? I'm remembering that now. I think it was Campbell who pounded the wall, and Campbell goes off course. So not a good start for Gerald Campbell. I'm remembering the All-Star race last year was at Texas, as Mark Whitley's going to drop 5th or 4th to Cooper Johnson here. Oh, and Dylan Thomas has gone off track as well.
We ran an actual race at Lernerville, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to come back with, was the race at Lernerville was for points, as Johnny Thomas puts lap 14 on the board.
You might get caught up.
13. No, he's too outside. He's too far outside. Ooh, man. Francis going for the lead, not able to make it happen.
Mogard off the berm, able to keep it together, though. He got pushed up there from Francis going high as Johnny got caught behind the lap car there.
One more lap till the caution here. Johnny Thomas in control right now. He's going to try to slide him in front of Josh Clark, put him a lap down. Not going to work. Jared Mogard's got the run. He's got 2nd from Francis.
How about this?
Mogard going after Johnny Thomas. Not going to be enough.
$10 going to go to Johnny Thomas.
We have one more. Do we have to complete 15? I think we got to complete 15. One more time around. Mogard's still all over Johnny.
Josh Clark playing a big factor here. Johnny has not been able to get around him in the last 3 laps. Here comes Mogard with a slider. Up the
Caution
hill,
came
can he
out.
steal it? No, Johnny's going to
Oh.
get there by a nose.
I want to say that that's the admin caution right there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the ruling on that will be. We'll have to wait and see who actually wins the stage. I think it's going to go to Johnny Thomas. I think they'll revert to the last scoring loop there, and Johnny will get his $10. Then it'll be Mogard, Francis, Cooper Johnson, and I believe Tate Lytle captures 5th and transfers in now. Mark Whitley will have fallen to 6th.
No,
We'll see who pulls off here.
I was going to say these top 5 will pull off.
Right. Yeah, I was going based off of my scoring over here. Hopefully that gets updated. Right now, Gerald Campbell is 3 laps down. He would be the car locked out of the feature should we continue on, should Campbell not get those laps back. So let's see what Johnny Thomas and Mogard and... I wonder if they're going to do a 1-lap shootout, because Johnny has not pulled off the track yet. I think they're 1 to green. I think they're doubling up. So I think there is one more time around here, because caution laps do not count. We got to do one more to just settle out this first stage. Here we go. Thomas goes. See if Mogard has anything for him. He does not. Cooper Johnson's going to get alongside Mogard.
Mogard going to try to slide up here through 1 and 2.
Didn't have it. There. Nope, he's going to lose 2nd to Johnson. He might even lose 3rd here. All Johnny Thomas here entering turn 3. As long as he doesn't throw it away, he didn't. Johnny Thomas going to win stage 1.
Mogard has big problems, though. I don't even know if he transferred in.
I don't think he did. He might have been going for a $10 payday. Wesley Crump's going to transfer in, and then Johnny Eckert going to transfer in as well. I want to say that some of these guys were sandbagging a little bit, going for the $10. Some guys, like Wesley Crump, Johnny Eckert, they just want to get in the race. They want to make sure they're in, locked in, and be done. So, understandable. Whitley, Lytle, Mogard, they're all going to be battling for that $10 here in stage 2. Nobody can touch Johnny Thomas. Try to let Johnny get done with things as he waves Gerald Campbell around the pace car. That's big, as Campbell will now just be 3 laps down.
That actually hurt Mogard more than if they would have just finished it out there. You got a really poor restart there. Tried to make a slider there to go for the $10 and lost it all. Obviously, with only 1 car not going to make the transfer here, it's not too big of a risk, but I think
Mogard was intentionally not getting the $10 here. I think that's exactly what he wanted. As we take a look at the replay of that restart, Mogard drove it real deep into turn 1 to try to slide job Johnny Thomas. He could not make it stick. Could have maybe sent Johnny Thomas off the berm and down the hill, but decided against that. And then here, yeah, he just pulled off. He didn't want any part of finishing. Look at that. Tate Lytle, Mark Whitley, they're not trying to finish 5th here. 4 wide there for 5th. Those guys were definitely not trying for 5th.
Oh, he's going to start 4th here, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. Scott Crump's going to have the pole. Whitley will start 2nd, Lytle 3rd, Mogard 4th, and Zishan Duro will start in 5th.
Things are moving fast here. Stage 2 underway. Scott Crump gets a good jump. Lytle and Mogard make a little contact, and Mark Whitley to the outside of Crump in the preferred line.
Contact! Mogard over the berm. Oh, someone else went too.
Gerald Campbell is the other one. But that thing is I think that might even be best case scenario for Mogard. Now he has a chance at that 3rd stage, and he probably won't have any of his buddies racing in that one that have been up there and with him in the top 5.
So Scott Crump Gonna have the race lead now. Whitley second, Lytle third, Zishan Dura fourth.
Surprisingly off Dylan Thomas on dirt, running 5th right now. Battling with Michael Goodman, our good buddy, me and Carlos. See if old Goody has something for him on the dirt tonight. Tate all over the back bumper of Whitley. Now Whitley throwing it in on Scott Crump. He might have gotten shoved down to the bottom of the racetrack. Ooh, caution's out.
Kyle Henshaw.
Yep, Kyle Hanshaw and Harrison Talon got it there as Hanshaw was racing with Goody and ended up sliding sideways. Talon went almost down the berm, very nearly cleared Kyle Hanshaw out here. Let's take a look. Pretty lucky that Harrison Talon's car is not more beat up than it is. Oof, what a move. While we're under caution real quick, let's grab stage 1 winner Johnny Thomas. Johnny, David in the booth, are you gonna just pay yourself, or what was that all about there?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that $10. I'll donate it to the league.
There you go. You look pretty good out there, man. You think you're gonna have something for him here in the feature?
It all depends on how the track slicks off. The top lane's gonna go away, and then you got to work all lanes. So I feel really good when the track's really wet, when it's grippy. But I think there's guys here that can work the bottom pretty good. I don't know how I can, because I did a lot of practice at the beginning of the session, just to get used to this. It should be fun. I don't know. There's some guys in the feature that are already locked in. It's gonna be really quick.
Yeah. Well, you look really good out there, man, and you're the stage 1 winner, so congratulations. And
Yes.
just let us know what you got going on here if we don't get a chance to talk to you again before we go green.
About time I won something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to thank Angry Duck Graphics for coming on board, Harper Designs for coming on board and sponsoring this All-Star race. Mike and everybody at Belly Up Sports, they do a phenomenal job at supporting us and trying to put on a show for you guys.
Darn right. Well, they're trying to wreck each other as they go green. Johnny, thank you. And good luck in the feature.
Take care.
Green flag back out, and they are wrecking now. Going to keep it straight, though. They got into each other pretty hard, and now 4 wide.
Back to 4 wide. Oh, man. Dura up top. Bogart on the bottom. Dylan Thomas in there in the middle now, the bottom lane. 4 wide again for second. Thomas into Lytle, and they're all going to keep it straight. And Lytle ends up 3rd.
Gotta wonder, too, maybe Dylan's just biding his time, waiting for this track to slick off a little bit until he can really get that dirt background in and really start to grab control of this car. Johnny talked about it. He felt comfortable with this clean racetrack and how well he could handle his car, but Dylan might have to wait for this track to work in a little bit before we start seeing that speed of that 03 car.
Absolutely right. And Dylan is definitely maybe the favorite here tonight once this track does slick off. Lytle off the berm. Tate Lytle off the berm. He's going to lose all those spots. Oh, and they're going to wreck Thomas. Someone sideways. Dura, I think. Everybody's going to save it. And the caution is out once again here with 16 laps to go. Just 6 laps until the stage end. I think it might have been Hanshaw again.
It is. Got a little bit of help, though.
Yeah, they were all stacking up right in front of him here.
Campbell got into the back of him right there.
Yeah. Lytle's off the track on the top there. Just a lot going on. But what's going to happen here is Tate Lytle's going to get that track position back. The caution came out before the line, and they're using last lap to determine the location of the drivers. And Tate Lytle had fallen off the track before that, but the leaders hadn't gone back to the line, so Tate Lytle's going to retain 3rd place. A very fortunate break for Tate Lytle. And Zishan Dura's having a really good run here, I think. We don't get to talk about him too much, but now's the time since we're in the dirt street stock car. I don't even know that I know that Zishan's a particularly good dirt racer. But here he is, top 5, running pretty good. Mark Whitley currently the leader. Mark's been rather strong this season, but he hadn't been able to make the last couple of races and has fallen out of the playoff picture right now because the top 10 in points were locked into this race. Mark Whitley obviously in this one. He was not locked in. Dylan Thomas keeps on ramping up the wall. I think it's to try to clean his tires off or something. That's got to be a dirt car trick. Eleven cars, 10 spots. We'll determine 5 of them in 6 laps. Here we go. Green flag for Whitley.
I'd keep an eye on that car in the 5th position right now. That is Jared Mogard, and if we saw anything in heat race number 1, he's willing to give up that 5th place spot to have a chance to win the $10 possibly in heat race number 3.
Lytle took second away from Scott Crump. Now Tate Lytle's on a mission. Got that second chance from the caution in the well-timed caution. Now Lytle all over the back bumper of Mark Whitley. It's go time for Tate Lytle.
Battle for 3rd here between Mogard and Crump. And Zishan Dur now holding down that 5th position.
I think it was going to be Dylan Thomas who's going to have caused this caution, and we only get 2 laps.
Campbell is involved as well again.
Not really the night for Gerald Campbell. Though I think he and I have similar feelings towards dirt track racing when you have to perform it. I, for one, love to watch dirt track racing, but I can't stand driving it myself.
Kyle Henshaw got a little bit in there as well, just a bystander through that one. I think Talon went off the back of the racetrack at the very end.
Oh, Dylan Thomas involved here, Goodman involved. Oh, and there it was. Thomas trying to keep control of that 0-3 and ends up spinning out Gerald Campbell. An adventurous night for Campbell. Caution laps do not count, remember, so here with 3 laps until the stage break, or I guess 4 laps now back on the clock there till the stage break, and we'll see what Mark Whitley can do. See if these guys can keep it clean. Then we'll be down to 6 cars for that final stage for 5 transfer spots, and at that point, you know, you don't want to be sandbagging. You need to be going. Could be big for some of these guys. Michael Goodman, I think, is currently in 5th, and I think he would love to go ahead and transfer right now. So probably would Zishan Dur. I think that battle for 5th kind of important. We'll see if anybody sandbags out of it and ends up going for that $10 in the final stage. Mark Whitley, Tate Lytle. 4 to go. Green flag. Whitley with a good start.
Fifth place position, hotly contested back here.
Takes second from Lytle up front. But now Mogard, let's see what he has for him. And Mogard was maybe the second fastest car behind Johnny Thomas in stage 1. Sandbag to the end, see if Mogard can take this spot away from Whitley to the outside. Goes the 0-0.
Meanwhile, Zishan Dura trying to hold down this 5th and final position ahead of Dylan Thomas and Michael Goodman.
Mogard. He's not going to get there. And Whitley back, but Mogard led the lap.
Good thing Carlos has got dual cameras here because we got 2 good battles going on the racetrack right now.
Correct. Mogard going for $10. He's going to get spun by Whitley, and he takes out Tate Lytle. Mark Whitley, oh, they're going to get a caution.
That's the first significant damage we've seen done here tonight to a car.
Oh, Mogard might not be too happy about that one. Just a little bit of a rub there, and then Whitley just hooked him, and Tate Lytle probably has reason to not be real happy about that either. Yep, Mogard very, very badly damaged. All he's got to do is make it to the transfer spot, and he's got the race lead. He was the leader at the time of, the last lap before caution. What is the ruling on this one? We don't have any faster pairs. Right there. Mogard just hit the wall again back here on the back straightaway. I don't think he can drive that car straight. It might be all she wrote for Jared Mogard. Oop, right there, the contact. I think it just actually sent Mark Whitley completely out of control. I wonder how badly Tate Lytle's damaged. That car doesn't look too great either. But only one of these cars isn't going to make it to the final. And I think right now that car is probably Jared Mogard.
How much that turns though, right? We go back to heat 1, stage 1, whatever you want to call it, and he had an easy direct transfer spot. He gave it up to try to win $10, and now he might be struggling just to advance even into the A main.
He's going to be struggling to make the corners each time. Mark Whitley, one more lap here before we go green. Whitley's still going to have the race lead. Mogard couldn't keep it. There it is.
Tate Lytle's car did not launch at all.
Yeah, Tate and Mogard are going to be battling for that final transfer spot. Mark Whitley's going to have $10 just about locked up here. Crump and
Zishan over.
Oop, Zishan's over it, and he's not going to transfer. It's going to be Mark Whitley for $10. Then it'll be Dylan Thomas, Scott Crump, Michael Goodman in and battle for 5th across the line. I think Gerald Campbell got it. He better have gotten it. That car might be junk.
He got turned right there at the finish line.
I do not know who it was. I think Gerald Campbell got it.
I would agree with you.
Michael Goodman's going to transfer in. That's awesome. Good for him. Who's going to be racing for this final stage and the final $10? Kyle Hanshaw, Josh Clark, Harrison Talon, Zishan Dura, and the damaged cars of Tate Lytle and Jared Mogard. And I think that's your battle for the final spot in this race. That's going to be the important one.
And if you think about it, if you're Tate or if you are Mogard right now, the best thing that you can have, or the number one thing you're wishing to have happen right now is somebody else to get together and have their car basically get junked too.
Yep. Is Mogard off track? He is. Mogard is. Oh, Tate Lytle just went out in pit road. So I wonder what they're going to do with that. But right now, Tate Lytle would be in that transfer spot. Mogard's car not showing on track. He's coming back out of pit road right now. So Mogard and Lytle, I think, pitting, trying to see what kind of damage they have before this 10-lap shootout. I think that with this, they'll be getting wave arounds, and they'll be able to get back in the lead lap. Looks like Mogard's car is at least driving straight now. It wasn't doing that before.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, probably the tires repaired there a little bit for Mogard. Makes it a little bit easier to handle on the dirt.
Supposing that what happened there was, because caution laps aren't counting, they are allowing Tate Lytle and Jared Mogard to get those cars fixed a little bit so that they can at least drive them straight and compete for this final transfer spot, since this is the all-star race after all. They are going green here, and Tate Lytle's coming on a pit road right now, so...
He's going to have work. Then. He's going to have some work cut out for him here. Talon's car did not have a good launch at all.
A bunch of cars that have been involved in stuff today, so really it's going to be a 2 or 3 car battle. It'll be Kyle Hanshaw, Josh Clark, and Zishan Dura for the $10. Right now, Tate Lytle is way behind.
Talon got around, and that's going to allow Lytle to catch back up here.
Yep.
This is going to be your spot.
Oh, he is. I think he's hoping for a caution then. Oh, and there it is.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Someone went around.
I think it was the 10 car. I think it was Dura.
Yep, it was Zishan.
What a huge break for Tate Lytle. Right back in this race just like that. Yep, right there. Dura goes off, spins it around.
Actually almost takes out Lytle right there. Coming back on right there.
Woo, yeah, sure did. And Tate will get his lap back. He's not on Discord. I already looked for him. Here we go. Yeah. Kyle Hanshaw, Kyle Hanshaw, the current race leader. Josh Clark second, Dura third, Mogard is fourth, Talon fifth, Lytle sixth. 1 car going home, 1 car earning $10 here.
Honestly, I think with the repairs here, James Talon might be the car sitting on the outside looking in when this is all said and done. His car just seems like it's not driving nearly as good as what Mogard's and Lytle's is now.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Thing is Dura is now back in 5th as well, so maybe if Harry gets a good launch, and, well, he hasn't gotten one yet, but if he can get it, he might be able to hold off somebody here, but we'll see.
Zishan's playing bumper cars here.
Not sure what Zishan's doing. Here we go. 2 wide, 7 laps to go, $10 on the line, and a spot in the All-Star Open. Green flag for Hanshaw. He gets off to a good start. Clark still solid in second. Mogard and Lytle trying to carve their way through and go after it. Now Mogard and Lytle into each other. Mogard and Lytle battling it out with damaged scars in the back.
Now, Steve, these two, Lytle was pushing pretty hard on Mogard. These two have been some of the fastest cars all night. If they were smart, all they got to do is...
They're still trying to wreck.
Yeah, all they
Lytle's not happy with Mogard.
But all they got to do is beat one car and they're both in. So it doesn't make sense for them two to beat up on each other when they can just pass one car and both of them make it into the A main. Car round, Zishan's around again.
Is that going to be a caution? Nope, Dura falls to last. Can Zishan Dura claw his way back? Lytle now transfers in. Mogard 4th, Lytle 5th, Dura 6th. It's all behind Kyle Hanshaw.
Lytle got that right rear just slightly over the berm there down the backstretch, slowed his momentum up a little bit, not too much to get him over and lose it.
Again, and Zishan Dura is now back in 6th and falling fast. Can he catch up?
Oh,
Caution's out. And Josh Clark has looped it. Clark very fortunate that you don't lose spots because we go back to that last lap completed, so Clark will be able to restart second. And that is a second opportunity for Zishan Dura.
And this could be very interesting here on row number 2 with Mogard and Lytle starting next to each other.
I think Lytle will be 5th here. Mogard 4th, so Lytle would be underneath Mogard. Because I presume they're going to give Clark back his second spot here.
Nope, he's going to go to the end of the line.
Wow. Not sure that's where he's supposed to be.
I think since he brought out the caution, he goes to the back.
Perhaps, yeah, they might be doing that. I don't see a black flag for him or anything, but maybe that's the case. If so, that puts Tate Lytle in that 4th spot, puts Dura in 5th. Clark will be back in 6th. We'll see if that 28 car can make up the ground. Who's going to win? Who's going to go home? There's the green flag. Lytle clears Mogard, and he clears Talon and into second.
Here goes Mogard down to the bottom, going to make it 3 wide, slide up.
He's off the Talon. Clark's now the first car out. Dura with a strong run around the outside. He'll clear Talon. 4 wide going for it here. Mogard's car might be damaged. I don't know if he can really keep up. Clark to the bottom.
Oh, Clark's going to clear him out.
Mogard. Here they come.
Payback right here. Watch this.
Yep, there it is. Mogard shoots Clark off the berm, and it's going to be Jared Mogard. Tate Lytle
just for the lead.
Kyle Hanshaw for the win at the line. Tate Lytle earned him $12. What a finish in this All-Star Open. Josh Clark's going to go home. Tried to door slam Mogard. Mogard had none of it. Door slammed Clark right off the outside. And Tate Lytle gets Kyle Hanshaw at the line. Let's bring Tate Lytle in. Oh, he's coming up already. He's ready for it. He's talking to Thomas Necker. We're going to have to change over the lobbies. But while we do that, let's get Tate Lytle if we can. Tate Lytle, David Westergain up in the booth. What a move, man.
I don't know about what a move, but you know.
Hey, it's dirt racing. All's fair in the side and the bumper.
dude, I pitted like two cautions before the end of the race, and I had 8 minutes of optional repairs, and I took only like 30 seconds of it, and somehow it was driving good again. And then I get behind Hanshaw, and his right front tire is like pointing 45 degrees to the right. I'm like, I don't know what mine looks like, but it can't be too far off of that. And yeah, not I mean, not didn't really win the race because there was only like 6 of us left out there, but not the way I like to win stuff, but we'll take it. I mean, if $10 is $10.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot more money on the line coming up, man. So you think you got anything for him going forward?
Yeah, I just hope Hanshaw's not right behind me on the white flag lap.
Well,
But I feel like we definitely got something for him. I felt like I was gonna win that second stage with those guys screwing around there on the bottom, and they came back up the track and just cleaned me out. So I was actually surprised I was even able to continue after that. But yeah, when you guys drug me up here, I was in the middle of telling Hanshaw, I can explain. I'm a first-year teacher. That $10 goes a long way.
Let me send you back there so you can talk. You guys can talk it out. I'm sure he gets it. What did you think? He was going to pay himself? Johnny's already paying himself for Heat 1. You know, like they got to share that money around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was fun though. Didn't think I had a shot at it, but you know, there we were. Hopefully, I'll talk to you guys after this race. See you guys later.
Alrighty, see you, Tate. All right, now, do we bring in the last man in? Actually, is he even in here? I don't see Mogard in there. I wanted to get his thoughts on that. All I got is Josh Clark. Bring Josh Clark in. All right, let's see what we got. I don't know if he's even actually locked out of the race because he's showing in the second lobby. All right. Josh Clark, it's David in the TV booth. You got me?
Got you, David.
So, we don't really know the situation, Josh, but are you in or are you out?
I'm in. Everybody from that open made it.
Oh, okay. Wow. We thought you were going to be knocked out there on that last lap with the door slam. So, last car in. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, me and Jared were just messing around. I know I body slammed him out of 2. I figured he was about to stuff me, and he did. So, but yeah, we're just having fun trying to mess around in the last few laps there.
And well, we thought you were going to be out, so we wanted some more anger there, but I guess it was all good and fun.
Oh yeah, there might be some anger later if something similar happens, which it will. But
all right, Josh. Well, congratulations on making the race, and good luck.
thanks, guys. Enjoy the show.
How about that? Drummed it all up for nothing, I see.
Yeah, I guess since there's only one left out, Johnny just decided to bring everybody over.
Oh, he's got a big heart, that Johnny Thomas. What to see? So, the top 10 in points are in this race, including all the guys from the that transferred in from the Heat. So, who we're going to be seeing is, except for Cameron Rich. But so who we're going to be seeing additionally to the rest of those guys will be Nick Massey, Damian Leininger, Seth Rawls, Ethan Burrell, Kwame Scott, Nick Delicato, Matthew Weeks, Ryan Lutz, and I believe that's it for the guys who have showed up tonight. I think a few extras like Cameron Rich, Hank Steinmiller, those guys aren't going to be showing up and going for the $100. It is an off week after all, technically, but the All-Star event, so we got to put on a good show for you guys.
Yeah, so I think if I counted up, besides the halfway rake leader and the race winner, the other bonuses on top of prize money comes to about $130. That's also up available. So a lot of money going to be given out here in this feature.
Try to walk through it real quick here. The feature is going to be 90 laps. Caution laps do not count, and there is a halfway break at lap 45. Whoever wins,
at that point, $40 can be given to the winner of that halfway point.
$40 to the winner of that half. Huge money just for halfway. And then the top 10 will be inverting. Top 10. Another fairly strong. Yeah, it is open qualifying as well, which is going to be. Oh, that's right. The only the top 10 in points will be qualifying. Everyone else can be set based on their finishing spot in our last race in the open. So only the guys out here right now are guys who did not race in that open.
Getting back to our prize money, though, race winner, as we mentioned, picks up $100. And then some of the other bonuses that are available. The pole sitter, like we mentioned, if he decides to take the back row challenge and comes back to win, that's an extra $50. Lead the first half of the race every lap, $20. If you lead the second half every lap, that's $20. $5 to finish last. Highest finishing driver with 0 X's gets $20. And the feature lap 69 winner will get $16.69.
Nice. So, I will tell you, I think $20 is absolutely not getting given out to someone with 0 X's. I don't think anybody's going to make it. That should be our pick, honestly, right? Because I just, there's no way, right? 90 laps, a dirt race and beating and banging, no chance.
Should we, instead of picking who wins tonight, who's going to be the one to pick up the $5 for coming in last?
Yeah, it is all-star race night, so we got to pick the last place winner. See, I think it's going to be somebody like in the last race, we saw Mogart and Lytle smack into each other. I'm going to go with like somebody who's actually out here right now, somebody who might rage quit. So I will go with. I will go with Matthew Weeks. Finish last. Sorry, Weeks. Maybe it'll be inverse karma for you.
Ready? You ready for this one, David? I got
Cameron
this one
Rich.
lined up.
Oh.
No. I think it's time for payback. I think Kwame Scott's going to finish last tonight.
Interesting. And off of a certain particularly numbered vehicle's front bumper?
Maybe a couple.
Wow. They have been very particular about the way Kwame's been racing and everybody else around him, and it's going to be, I think, an adventure to see if maybe now's the time for some revenge. But I think that's a bold pick, right? I think that the last place finisher is definitely somebody who just gets bounced off of early, rage quits, and says, "At least I got $5," right? Like that's going to be the key. See, if I was somebody who wasn't going to get paid at all, might consider just retiring early. I can at least get myself a little bit of money.
Does Carlos have a pick?
Oh, I don't know. Carlos. Well, if Cameron Rich wins this one, I will be surprised, and if he finishes last, I will be surprised.
Gotta love the loyalty.
He never wavers. I need somebody who need somebody in your life who loves you like Carlos loves Cameron Rich.
Unless David steals him for a week.
I know. It's always important. Gotta keep Carlos on his toes. You know, gotta make sure he remembers there are other drivers in the league. Yep, we're almost done with qualifying here. Damian Leininger has been running exclusively on the bottom, and I'm kind of interested to see if he's winding it up to go for a fast lap here late in the run, maybe trying to lighten up the car by running a bunch of laps. Right now, Nick Massey is on pole over Nick and Delicato. Matthew Weeks, Ryan Lutz, Kwame Scott, all in the 17s, and if we recall, only 2 drivers in that first heat qualifying were in the 17s. Leininger does now finally go to the top. He's way off pace from everybody else. I'm just wondering if he's maybe got a strategy to try to go for the pole here.
I don't think so, David.
Nope. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think he was just riding around getting some practice in. It is a little bit looser out here. The track's gonna wear quickly. All right. Nick Massey is your pole sitter. Does Nick Massey take that EOL challenge? That's the
We'll
big
find
question.
out.
You know, remember, and the way to do this, I think probably the max amount of money you can earn in this race right here is Nick Massey could take this last to first challenge, drive from last to 10th by halfway, get inverted to the lead, and then lead every lap in the second half. That would be, I think, the most you could probably realistically do. Maybe, well, no, it would be more. All right, so he would have to drive up, win the halfway stage, then drive up and win the race. That would be the most you could do. He would win $190. It'd be awfully tough to do that, I think. Very unrealistic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That would be the max. I think the most reasonable option is the one you said before coming up with the max offer there.
Right. I think that was 170, but then think if you do win that, you would have also won the lap 69 money. So that's 16 additional dollars. So it's almost the same.
Yeah,
like
you're losing
186.
Yeah, you're losing out on like $3 to $4.
Right now, though, Nick Massey not taking that challenge. He is staying up front.
We'll see here. Let's see when they come back around after we get grid out for a lap. Let's see if he drops to the back or not.
Starting order on your left here. Nick Massey, Nick and Delicato, the front row.
He's going to do
Weeks. He is?
He looked like he was going to for a second.
Oh, man. Something about being on pole just speaks to you. You just want to be up there. You want to be running hard for it. I don't think I've seen Ryan Lutz in a green car ever.
By the way, 3 wide start too.
Oh. There is a 3 wide start. How about that? See, I might have taken the back then. Might get a little crazy here. I think we're gonna go one more time around and line them up. In fact, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Whole 3 wide start for the fans. What's the one thing the one famous dirt announcer says? Oh, that's when they're 4 wide, not 3 wide, isn't it? All right, never mind. They're still not quite fully 3 wide here. We got some confusion on to who goes where. All right, Ryan Lutz just wants to start. He's like, well, let's go. All right, there it is, 4 abreast.
It's not how it's supposed to be, though.
I don't know.
Sure, we can do a 4 wide salute.
Ryan Lutz wants one. All right, here we go. I think we'll probably go this time. We finally got them all lined up right. Kwame Scott 5th, Ethan Burrell 6th. Dylan Thomas is somehow up in 7th. But here we go.
So no back row challenge. So that's already $50 out the window. Man, Johnny's saving money here.
Oh,
we're still not going.
One more lap.
Johnny's saving some money here. He picks up the heat race win there to start to save himself $10, and then
you know what?
Nick Massey's not going to take the $50 challenge here.
You know what? It's a 90 lap feature, and we have 95 lap race. These guys are clicking off 5 laps on purpose.
That's what I was thinking too.
They should have done the 4 wide salute then. I don't know if these guys can handle that though.
That would
have been great.
That would have been true dirt form right there.
That's it. This is pretty dirt.
There we go.
We're going. Massey goes.
Ryan Lutz already all over the back of him.
Everybody's spreading out as Ryan Lutz challenges Massey for the lead, but that outside line has proven to be the place to be. Lutz firing it into turn 3. Not enough.
Massey going to lead lap 1 there, so now we'll see if he can hold on for the rest of the next 44 laps.
Those snarl and pack behind him, I don't know that I would bet on it. Got guys like Matthew Weeks here in 4th, Burrell to 5th. Now Leininger trying to take 6th. Caution waves in the back. Joe Francis around. Doesn't look like there's too much damage on the 50 car.
It's going to be a chain reaction, I think, here. Guys get stacked up in front, and he just gets pushed out of the way.
There might be a little bit of damage on the right front of that 50 car. So Nick Massey will be attempting the lead every lap in the first half challenge. $20 for that, plus the $40 for the halfway break winner.
Hey, David, adding math in here. If you get 40 for leading halfway, 20 for leading the first half lap, 20 for the second half lap, and the 1669 on top of the race win, that would be your max right
You
there.
would have to go. You would have to go from 10th to 1st in 0 laps.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I forgot about the invert.
The invert. Johnny's not trying to give away that much money. Come on now. The lights are still on in the pace car. Massey choosing the bottom. I think that's a little bit curious, given that the top's been the dominant line, and he just held off Ryan Lutz for the race lead on the top of the racetrack. Good boy, scoring at Lernerville, a little bit risky. Once you get into caution, it just gets a little bit hairy. Top driver that transferred in is Dylan Thomas in 8th, and Mark Whitley, who is, I believe, our Stage 2 winner, in 10th. Green flag back out. Nick Massey goes, but I think Ryan Lutz got a better jump.
Top line's been dominant so far here early. Massey going to try to slide up. That's not good. He's going to lose momentum. That's probably going to might be his $20 out the window right there.
There goes $20 for Massey, and Delicato sideways into Burrell. They're lining around. Big crash in the back.
We're
I think they're
staying
gonna save
green.
it. No caution. All right. Go, Colby Scott's off the berm.
Yep, there he goes. Guess who's into 3rd now, though? Or 4th. 4th place. Dylan Thomas.
Thomas. That car's coming to life now that it's a little bit slick. Ryan Lutz, the race leader. Matthew Weeks in 2nd. Massey 3rd. Battles all over the place as the big ones for 5th here between Whitley, Wesley Crump, Seth Rawls, 0-2. Ethan Burrell, Gerald Campbell's up there in 9th. He had a horrible start to this evening, and here he is moving forward up into the top 10. And Delicato fell all the way to, I think, 12th now. And Leininger's all the way back to 23rd, barely on the lead lap.
We're going to have a good battle here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in just a second. Weeks, Massey, Thomas.
Now that it's starting to get slick, that 0-3 car starting to come to life. Here comes Massey to the top on Matthew Weeks.
Massey trying to make that charge back now towards the front. After losing the momentum in a couple spots, Weeks going to let both of them go by on the top side there, and he'll slot into 4th position.
Yep. Matthew Weeks with one of those good old, we'll race later. Right now's not the time, long way to go. Ryan Lutz, the race leader. And right now, Kwame Scott just passed Damian Leininger for that last place points. So you were looking pretty good there when Kwame went off the berm, but it looks like he's sticking with it.
At this point, it would actually be a deficit to Damian here to make a little contact, because right now he's actually in a spot for $5.
Yeah, if you're out of it this early, you might as well pack it up, call it an early night, pick up $5. Nobody picked Damien though. Well, that would have been a good one.
We should have, with how unlucky that 12 car is.
You're absolutely right. Massey second, Thomas third. They are just kind of waiting in the same, about 1.3 behind Lutz. We do have a car sideways. There it is. Caution's out.
Oh, Massey had blinked off the screen there for a second as well.
Lucky dog for Leininger, and yes, Zishan Dura, who's had several adventures off the track so far tonight.
Probably would have been a good pick there as well for maybe coming in last. Just felt bad of.
My thing is, it's really difficult to get these cars damaged enough to retire. And we saw Tate Lytle win with 8 minutes of optional repair, and that was after several hard hits. I envision that a guy like Zishan Dura, he's going to keep giving it his all, because why not? Who knows?
Yeah, but I'm just saying every time you bring out a caution or get involved in caution, if you get sent to the back. I don't know. I was just thinking he's had a very rough night, that's all.
Somebody's going to go decide this $5 is worth it. But we haven't seen that yet.
Leininger gets the free pass. To go.
Leininger gets the free pass, lap, I believe 16 on the board. We're about to put it on the board here. Because I believe caution laps count in this one. They still don't. They still don't count. Double checking as Lutz crosses the line here, and no time. And that's why you see the timing and scoring kind of reset itself, because they all crossed the line, but nobody put down a time. 24 cars in the lead lap here. Ryan Lutz, the race leader. Nobody's eligible for the leading every lap challenge. 25 laps to decide, $40 to the stage 1 winner. There goes Ryan Lutz, huge jump. Thomas trying to get to the outside of Massey. Oh, Thomas got run into. He's going to spin Massey.
And Delicado, Thomas, it's a pile up in a parking lot now.
Oh my goodness. Where's the caution? There it is. Massey involved. Rawls involved. Ethan Burrell. Johnny Thomas. A wadded up mess in turn 2 that started when Thomas tried to get in behind Nick Massey.
And Delicado gets sent over the berm here, and honestly, that might have been the best place to be.
Yep, safe. Picked up a lot. Matthew Weeks gets a bunch of damage. Gerald Campbell a bunch of damage. Wesley Crump got damage in this.
And there goes about half the field for that 0x challenge.
Yep, there you go. Ryan Lutz, I think, currently maybe the best option of guys. Tate Lytle got a big piece of that. Francis drove right through it. He's already been involved in something, though. Remember, caution laps do not count, so every time we do this, it's just going to add time to the end of this race. Mark Whitley got away scot-free. Some of those guys staying up top. I saw Johnny Eckert up top. Michael Goodman up top. Those guys, I think, avoiding damage. Let's see where they give people their spots now. So Dylan Thomas is going to get his spot back. He's going to be up in second. Because he will, I think that was that rule there. Matthew Weeks back up in third. If you aren't the specific cause of caution, which Nick Massey was this time, you get your spot back. So Dylan Thomas, Matthew Weeks, they get their spots back. About to go green here? Looks like we are. Ryan Lutz, another big jump. Mark Whitley tries to get to the outside of Dylan Thomas. He can't get it done. Thomas clears for second despite the crash damage.
Could be another wreck back here. Yep, Tate Lytle just got into the side. That's not actually where the caution going to come from, but...
Everybody kind of going crazy here. We're early in the race, guys.
Harrison Talon is going to get looped around here off Ethan Burrell.
think that came all because of checking up for the Tate Lytle incident there. Maybe not. I think Harry checked for the car in front of him, and Ethan wasn't quite ready for that. Yeah, all this is really helpful for Damian Leininger. He's come down pit road each and every time we've had a caution so far, and it's working out for him. He's managing to get that car fixed. He was damaged heavily early on. We are stacking them up. Look like we're about ready to go green once again. Massey on pit road. Rawls on pit road.
So we're actually going to be going till lap 50 because of the extra 5 laps.
Right. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that.
I would assume that's the case, right? Because we didn't really technically go green to lap 5, so 45 laps would be lap 50, and then that would be another 45 laps to the finish. Is my guess.
Must be the case. Yeah, that must be the case. Several guys going a lap down here. Rawls, Massey, and Delicato, and Leininger all just coming out pit road right before the green flag here. Lutz clears Thomas once again. Let's see if we can turn some laps this time, boys. Dylan Thomas still blinking out a little bit.
I think that 03 car's got the best shot here tonight. He's already reeled right up on Ryan Lutz.
He's really, really good at these dirt races as they're slamming into each other in the back. Everybody holding on. I think Johnny Eckert just went off the berm there. Yep. My 90 car is going to come back on track way in the back. Ryan Lutz able to hold Dylan Thomas at bay for now. Those two have pulled way ahead of Matthew Weeks in third.
Yeah, as I said that, Ryan
Oh,
Lutz
man.
has found some speed.
Somebody just clobbered the wall. Black car. I think it might be Zishan. Yeah, it is. Zishan hit the outside wall again. I think that might be our $5 winner right there. Gerald Campbell's chasing him off the track. Who's going to win the $5? So both of them have towed now, I think. So it's a battle between Campbell and Dura for the $5. Leininger going a lap down. That car must be way more damaged than it looks.
Right now, I think it would go to Campbell in timing and scoring.
So it looks. Gerald Campbell, the winner of $5. Presuming, of course, that he doesn't go back out there. I think, though, that they know.
Yeah, I agree. Carlos saying there, if I was Johnny, I would have made sure that they tried to at least finish the race, so that way somebody didn't just leave early. Oh, big
Look,
crash.
on the front straightaway. Wesley Crump, I believe, has gone up and over.
Quite a few cars, I think, in this one.
Bump from Goodman just a little bit. And, man, once they got caught up together, man, it was all over. It seemed like Goody's car got all caught sideways.
Yeah. Heil drove into the inside wall there.
A little bit of contact. There it is. Up and over goes Wesley Crump. Right back on the wheels, and he fires it up, keeps on going.
Not nearly as bad was Kwame Scott here. He's going to be a casualty of these two getting together right there. But these two went hard into the inside wall.
Kwame's okay. Goody might even be okay on that. I think Crump's the one who's going to be suffering the most. We got 9 laps down from that, so still a ways to go here.
What are we on pace for? For about 4 laps right now?
Yeah,
For
about
caution.
four laps in between every caution. Yeah, this one might take another 2 hours to get done if these boys don't just clean it up.
Looks like we're gonna go back green. And they're stacking them up on the inside.
Immediately, the caution waves once again. I didn't catch who was at fault from that one. It's like Cooper Johnson on the inside has been spun. Oh, Tate Lytle crossed up in front of Scott Crump, and Cooper Johnson ends up on the inside wall there. One lap there between caution and the green.
Damien just randomly pulled out of the corner. Like, just went right over the berm on his own. Oh, I guess he went down to pit road.
He
Again?
went to pit road, but I also think that he might be a little fed up with this one. Oh, no, he's coming back out. Nope. 3 guys pulling out of pit road here. So they're going to wave off the restart for a minute.
Seth Rawls, Massey, and Leininger coming out.
Going to get a little crowded here. Do hope these guys clean it up here and click off some laps for us. I don't know. They let the pace car go around. Should be going green right now, though. I think. Might be waiting one more here, actually.
Base truck's still out there with his lights on, so.
No, lights are off, so this will be the last one. Hopefully we actually get some green flag laps in here.
Over under, how many more times is Davey gonna say that before it actually happens?
10, at least.
10, I can probably guarantee you that will be at least 10 more cautions.
Oh, there you go. Say once per yellow, even though I've said it like 3 times in this yellow alone. I'm just hoping for some green flag racing. Come on, boys. 20 till the stage. Here we go. Lutz away. Be Lutz, Thomas. Mark Whitley challenging Thomas for second. Weeks there in third. Mogard up here into the top 5. He and Josh Clark both have moved forward, and there's Johnny Thomas on the bottom of the 83.
They're wrecking Mogard's around.
There they go. Another wad up mess here in turns 3 and 4. You know who's going to win this one is Damian Leininger. He's going to get all that damage fixed, and he's going to be golden.
I don't know. Ryan Lutz has kept it pretty clean out front. There goes Talon, just booted right out of the corner.
And that was before all of this wadding up happened and coming off of turn 4. Thomas goes to the bottom. I don't think that was the cause of the incident. Yeah, it was Mogard getting sideways, and Clark just ran right into him. Crump around. Right in front of Goodman, right in front of Indelicato.
Look at, oh, he just barely got tapped there. I thought Ethan Burrell was going to make it out of there. Well, it's got to be for sure here that maybe Ryan Lutz is the only car with a 0X left out here.
I think you might be right. I'm trying to think if I've seen anybody else. Johnny Eckert went off the track. It's not him. Cooper's been around. It's not him. Clark just slammed into Mogard on the last one, so it's not either of them. Yeah, I think it's possible Ryan Lutz is the only one, and I've definitely seen Lutz like taking the right side tires off of the berm, and yeah, I wonder if that also constitutes an X. In which case, well, that would be it for Ryan Lutz's 0X. But here we go, Lutz again to the point. Thomas and Weeks follow him through. Whitley challenges on the bottom, but no avail. Let's see if we can get some laps in.
Coming out of 4. Now there's a car around way back. And there it is.
Well,
Hanshaw.
I think it was part league owner Kyle Hanshaw. I think he and Wesley Crump maybe.
They were stacking it up down the backstretch before that happened.
Allen was off track up top. Yeah. Might have been a mistake to not have caution laps count here. Dirt racing on iRacing specifically is notorious for having just some massive caution counts, just making it very difficult for these guys to be able to race amongst each other between netcode, the slipperiness of the dirt, you know, and then the unpredictability of less experienced dirt drivers. I've had very rare instances of a quality low caution dirt race.
I think we had our third casualty to being done for the night. Kwame Scott looks like he's called it a night.
You were so close to having it, the pick there. Third car out. And Kwame will win no money, but he will have a points lead, and I think that's far more important at this point.
I don't know, David, you might be right. It might be who can survive more than who's going to win this race.
Ryan Lutz hasn't been touched yet. We hope he does have a 0X that he can at least go for the reward for, but he will have that 10-car invert to deal with here in a few laps, and a few green flag laps, that is.
If we have 10 cars by the time we get to that point.
Yeah. Lutz goes, green flag.
They're
Thomas
wrecking
stood with him.
already.
Thomas
Cars
put him in the
spun around.
wall. Dylan Thomas might be your race leader.
Nope, caution's out. Right off the start, somebody got turned around at the back of the field. I think it was Wesley Crump.
My goodness.
Watching the back here.
Didn't even see it.
Right here. Oop.
Yep, Dylan Thomas took over the race lead right there. Got aggressive on that restart, but the cautions piling up. Went ahead and grabbed the lead from Lutz.
Still 20 to go until stage break.
Woo! Mark Whitley to the inside in third. Weeks to the outside in fourth. Josh Clark fifth. Scott Crump sixth. Johnny Thomas seventh. Joe Francis 8th, Ethan Burrell 9th, Nick Indelicato is 10th. Here we go. Dylan Thomas now the race leader. And he shoots away from Ryan Lutz.
For those to
And
say
there they go again.
To say that only 20 laps, oh, that's not too bad. Well, to put it into perspective, we've only made it 25 laps and have had 10 cautions.
I mean, this is a bit ridiculous here. Almost Johnny Eckert getting loose, I believe, on throttle input. Oh, nope, never mind. Michael Goodman got loose on the throttle input, and he shot Johnny Eckert around with a little bit of contact there. I was gonna say, 'cause Johnny doesn't usually just loop it. It's like he also clobbered Harrison Talon.
Talon's been a little bit of a punching bag here tonight. He's got a little bit from everybody. All right, let's try this for an 11th time.
Lutz got a huge jump from second, I believe, and we'll see if that stands.
4 wide through the corner.
Sure,
They're
why not?
wrecking. They're wrecking.
My goodness. Nick Delicato just loses it there on the outside, and what's that? 4th in points, Nick Delicato, one of our top drivers.
Too much throttle input there and just spun it around. Couldn't bring it back.
Harrison Talon was spinning in the back anyway. Caution was coming out regardless of whether Delicato looped it. Lutz will get the lead back, and it doesn't appear that that restart was challenged. One to go once again. I think we've run 1 lap per caution for the last 7 cautions. Now 13 laps till the 14 laps until the stage break. Or no, wait, the stage break is at 50, like we said. So we're now 19 laps till the stage break.
We've
Which
definitely
is what,
had
10 more cautions.
We've definitely had 3 cautions in the last 2 laps.
What's out to the lead?
I'm going to watch the back here because this is where something's going to happen if it's going to go haywire again.
We're gonna have a really good battle between Lutz and Dylan Thomas, I think. Those two seem to be somewhat
Car
in a
over
class
the
of their
berm.
own.
Francis went over the berm in 3.
Let's see if we can keep it straight so we can run some laps.
He will. He'll come back on and re-enter the racetrack clean.
Still throwing it 3 wide down there on the bottom of your screen, the 3 wide multi-can. Up top, Ryan Lutz holding off Dylan Thomas, Matthew Weeks, and Mark Whitley.
Well, Eckert's around in 4. I think he got it straightened out, though. He should be good to stay green.
Johnny, not a big fan of dirt racing. I know that for a fact. He's not quite. He's a wizard on the ovals and the road courses, but a mere mortal on the dirt. Dave Lytle's had an adventurous evening, from being involved in several wrecks to winning the third heat in the Open, to being wrecked several times in this race, and now back up into the top 10.
All right, this may be a good thing here. We got a couple of groups breaking up and kind of creating a few different packs here, which could be a really good thing here for our race. Get these guys separated away from each other a little bit.
You know, my favorite part is we have an automatic caution coming in 13 laps.
Just enough for these guys to settle down to then ramp it back up again.
Exactly. But there's $40 coming at that stage, and there is a battle for that lead. Dylan Thomas is stalking Ryan Lutz at this point.
Got another car that went over the berm there. Didn't quite see who that was. Might have been Matthew Weeks, and he's coming back on the racetrack now.
Weeks throws away 3rd place. Now all the way back in 18th. And there's the caution. Joe Francis around. At least we cut 7 laps out of the end of this one, and Francis just loops it by himself. With that green run, that'll move Scott Crump up to 4th, Josh Clark to 5th, Cooper Johnson up to 6th, Tate Lytle up to 7th, Mogard is up to 8th. Got a bit of a scoring issue here. Some of these guys gotta wait for the pace car. Johnny Thomas is up to 9th. Harrison Talon is up to 10th. That car's right front tire looks like it's pointed the wrong direction. And yet he soldiers on along with everyone else. All right, getting ready to go back to green. Hopefully they can stay green for 5 laps and secure that stage point, or I guess 11 laps and secure that stage. Allen starting off the berm as we go green here. A little bit of contact through the field, and everyone keeps it straight. The battle's for 3rd between Crump and Whitley.
Oh, there goes Mogard.
There he goes. They
Green
kept
flag
him
still
pretty
out, though.
straight. Yep, kept it pretty straight. Thomas and Lutz still battling it out for the lead. Lytle and Johnny Thomas, the two that got caught up in that.
Johnny got a big hit there, got sent all the way across the racetrack and into that inside wall. Dylan Thomas has been able to stick with Ryan Lutz here. There goes Johnny Eckert over the berm. He was about to be a lap down.
Not a night Johnny Eckert's going to want to remember, that's for sure, but that guy's a points leader, multi-time race winner elsewhere. Harrison Talon coming back onto the berm, onto the track from the berm, and that'll bring on another caution, our 13th one in 43 laps.
38 laps, technically. Doesn't make it any better.
I know. It's equally problematic.
I think at this pace we'll roughly be done around midnight.
Midnight East Coast. Oh, yeah. I was thinking midnight Central anyway. Might be right. This is certainly taking on a very lengthy feel. Seven laps to decide stage number 1 and award $40, and then we'll have 45 more to award $100 to one lucky driver.
Don't forget that additional $16 in there as well.
Yep. Green flag for Lutz. He pulls away. Dylan Thomas cuts up in front of Mark Whitley. See if he can get through 1 and 2 this time.
Oh, there goes Cooper Johnson.
They do not. Cooper just went off the berm. He's... Oh, man, Lutz got sent by Thomas.
He wanted that $45.
Caution's out.
Flag out. Sorry, $40, not 45.
Ryan Lutz might have a little agenda on his mind now that 0x definitively gone from Ryan Lutz's bank account there. Actually, Lutz didn't get got by Dylan Thomas. He just lost it off the berm.
Bogart again into the inside wall. A couple wrecks here. Bringing out the caution.
Into it. Ryan Lutz throws away the race lead.
We've seen Lutz get back around Dylan Thomas before, but I don't know. The later we get into this race, the more the track gets worked in. I don't know how much track position you want to give that 0-3 car.
He will have to cut his way back through the field here in 5 green flag laps. He'll be sent back to 10th, and then he'll have to move his way back through, but without getting taken out. Might be a tall task, but we have seen Ryan Lutz be able to hold Dylan Thomas back. Kyle Crump's just sitting in 3rd now. Kyle Hanshaw's up to 4th. Message from Damian Leininger. He is now back to 0 damage after having 4.5 minutes of optional repair.
He's had plenty of time to repair.
Ready to go back to green flag for the 14th or 15th time of the day. And Thomas goes. Lutz trying to hang with him on the bottom. Unable to do so. Here comes Kyle Hanshaw up top. Oh, that 36 car might be damaged. I think it is. I think it's badly damaged. Ryan Lutz falling through the field right now.
This means Dylan Thomas is setting sail at the moment.
Yeah, that is bad news for the competition. Caution again. Was that the stage then? Johnny Thomas is throwing the caution flag. That must have been the stage. I think Lutz was backing up trying to get the invert. And he's going to be 9th. He almost got it perfectly.
That was a quick thinking Ryan Lutz there after knowing the race win was out the window. To put the binders on and let guys go by.
Back to 9th before the caution flew. So Dylan Thomas earns $40. First big sum of money we've seen given out today. The next lap will be the leader at lap 69. That will earn $16.69. Nobody's getting up any money for getting a 0x. That's all. That's all over. And then we'll see if whoever, I believe in Nick Delicato or Ryan Lutz, if either of them can lead every lap in stage 2, they would get $20, and then the race winner gets $100. That's what we're still going for now tonight.
So this is going to be interesting here because right now it's showing about 50 laps till we go green again. So we're going to have to probably run 5 laps off here under pace laps to reset the order to give us 45 to the finish.
Yep, and ensure that we have the invert properly set. So it'll be Nick and Delicato now leading the race. Ryan Lutz will be second. Mark Whitley also dropped to the field there, trying to snag a better starting spot for half number 2. Cooper Johnson, I think, is going to be third then. Whitley will be fourth. Clark, fifth. Matthew Weeks, sixth. Did Nick Massey claw his way all the way back up to third? I think he did. I think Massey will be third. Would have finished third. Hanshaw would have finished second. Or Massey finished fourth in the stage. Hanshaw got back up to third. Crump was second. Thomas was first. So those guys will be 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Maybe it looks like Hanshaw got second, Crump third.
Yeah, that's what happened there. Yep. Here we go. And Delicato will now try to lead every lap in this stage, but Ryan Lutz to the outside, and he'll take this lead back over.
Now the question is, does it count if you're the pole sitter or the first guy they're wrecking? Down the backstretch, right off the nose of Cooper Johnson. Someone gets sent over the berm. Looks like we're going to stay green, though. Nope, there goes Cooper Johnson. Stack up in turn 4.
I think it counts if you lead the laps. I think that's the only thing that matters.
That's what I'm going to say. So it doesn't matter if you're the pole sitter and lose the lead there. That wouldn't count as long as it's whoever leads that first lap and then they're on out. So Ryan Lutz is in contention.
Yep. Lutz will have to lead every lap. He'll have to contend with that Dylan Thomas car, though. He did pick up 1 spot.
And we're back on pace.
Yep. We're sitting for like a 32 caution pace or something like that. Wesley Crump has given it up as well, by the way. Only 20 cars remain in this race.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a few more here as we go throughout the night.
Nor would I. So Mark Whitley and Ryan Lutz, who've been 2 of maybe the five best cars tonight, now up front. The other really good cars tonight are sitting kind of back in 9th with Dylan Thomas and maybe 8th with Kyle Hanshaw, maybe 6th with Nick Massey, and 12th with Johnny Thomas. We've seen good speed from Matthew Weeks. I don't think we've seen race-winning speed from him.
No, and it seemed like when Massey and Thomas got near him early on in the race, he didn't want any part of it, and they blew right by him.
Right, and I think that might have been Weeks taking care of his stuff, but you know, now we're deep into this race, and it's pretty much go time. We'll see. It's like the running order shuffled up a little bit on me here, and Massey's actually in 4th. Dylan Thomas looks to be in 9th after all. Green flag. Lutz, Whitley, Massey, the top 3, and Nick Massey, the pole sitter, starting off well.
Hanshaw over the berm.
Yeah, and Delicato just bopped Hanshaw off the track. Still green. Johnny Thomas underneath Dylan Thomas. That behind Scott Crump, all kind of caught up behind in Delicato here.
They're going to wreck.
They're trying to. Oh, and there goes Crump around. Dylan Thomas is around.
Cooper Johnson just gave Scott Crump a shot. Crump takes another one there as he rolls down to the inside of the track.
Could be bad news for Dylan Thomas, though he has been damaged already in this race and just kind of ignored it. Drove back up to the lead in one stage.
You know, David, coming from a big dirt background here with iRacing, I think the big thing that's just kind of compiling all this is just wreck avoidance with these guys. Nobody's getting on the brakes, and they just not stopping their cars, and they just continue to pile into each other.
I think part of that, though, is dirt on iRacing. You get on the brakes in the dirt car on iRacing, and that thing just spins instantly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough to stop on dirt to begin with, but I think guys just aren't looking much past their front nose either.
I'm a little... Did we have this in the incident limit? Yeah, we didn't have the incident DQ limit, and you know, I'm not one for that. I don't think it's a good idea when we're awarding points. But I think that would have been a great idea for this race.
I just saw a whole bunch go down pit road.
A lot of guys with damage might be having a more normal caution here. So Cooper Johnson's on pit road, Seth Rawls, Johnny Eckert, Dylan Scott Crump. Dylan Thomas going to be picking up all of those spots. So, the little engine that could, had 4.5 minutes of damage after lap 2, is now back up into at least 12th, and he might even be higher on the grid. Though I think it's just 12th, is Damian Leininger. He's kept on plugging away. That car now looks to be maybe the healthiest of any car in the field, which I'm sure is something that will last a very long time and not until the next caution.
I mean, it would seem fitting for this one, right? Like, the car that's had the worst luck all of a sudden gets some luck and somehow keeps it clean the rest of the night.
Well, there's Delicato off the berm, and there's the caution for it. Alrighty. We re-rack him and do it again. Tate Lytle's moved up into the top 5 now. So is Johnny Thomas. Oh, man. Massey just slammed into Mark Whitley there, coming to a stop for the base car. Whoop, and there goes Delicato.
Just over the cushion there. Grabbed the outside berm and it just pulled him over. Looks like we might have had Scott Crump call it a night as well tonight.
Can't blame him. He's one of the cars down pit road. Everybody else heading down pit road as well. It's got some major damage. That's Rawls, Eckert, Cooper Johnson, among others. Everybody just trying to get as much of that fixed as they can.
So Cooper Johnson's going to make his way back out.
The race has been in the hands of Ryan Lutz since we went back to green.
Seth Rawls making his way out too, and here comes Johnny Eckert.
It's only technically been 4 laps.
Yeah, it looks like Scott's called it a night. So that leaves us with 19 cars left remaining.
Here we go. Ryan Lutz trying for that $100. Green flag is out. Johnny Thomas trying to take second over from Mark Whitley. First time we see Johnny flex any muscle in this feature. Whitley looks like he will be able to retain second for now. But Johnny Thomas all over the back bumper of the 77 car.
Give him a little shot right there. Whitley slid up.
Might have been
Yeah,
crash in the back, and there they go. Mogard, Talon, Goodman. And again, we then run exactly 1 lap and throw the caution on him again.
3 guys that have been in a ton of wrecks tonight.
Yep. Honestly, though, and I think I can recall maybe 1 that Michael Goodman has actually started. I don't think he's lost the car over the berm at all. I think he's just gotten into him, and there's Cooper Johnson just kind of bumping into Talon. I mean, we're just seeing a bunch of guys who are not used to dirt racing. That's what we're seeing, and there's just not a lot of respect. No, pretty much no give and take, and not to mention the difficulty of iRacing on these cars, where if you make contact, the car just spins around. It's not like, real dirt cars where you can actually lean on one another. With more trouble, the cleanest car on track, Damian Leininger, is now 8th. Dylan Thomas is back up to 13th. There looks like he's 12th, actually. We go green for the 19th time. Ryan Lutz cuts out to the lead. Whitley cuts off Hanshaw for second. Mark Whitley tried to slide it in there on Lutz, could not make that stick. There they go again. It was Indelicado again.
Well, I know it doesn't technically count. It's not a points race or whatever. I am very confident in saying this will be the highest caution race that we have called in our 2 years here at ERSCA.
Well, we're about to hit it. I think 23 might be the highest. What was the Lernerville race last time, though? Because there was a bunch of cautions in the Lernerville race that was actually a points race last year. I was expecting this from this group, though. I can tell you that on a dirt track. It just must be that these guys rebel against the league anytime they run something that isn't the Xfinity car. Seems like that's all they want to run. Can't run the COT. Can't run the dirt street stock. But they put on great racing with the Xfinity car, like last week in Michigan. There's the green flag again. Thomas now to third behind Whitley and Lutz. Whitley going to try to clear Lutz. Not going to be able to keep that slide job intact. He's getting a little bit closer to being able to clear Ryan Lutz, though. Oh, Massey went off the track. Leininger is up to 5th. But he's battling with Tate Ladd.
Cooper Johnson over the track as well.
Cooper's trying to hold up there. Oh, Leininger got into Lytle. They saved it. Burrell up to 6th. Dylan Thomas kind of starting to make his way forward here. And Dylan Thomas got the right rear onto the berm, and he loses a couple of spots. Let's see if they can hold steady here for a few laps.
Don't hold your breath.
Lutz, Whitley, Johnny Thomas, Hanshaw, Lytle, the top 5. Lytle going after Hanshaw for 4th. Slide job. Oh, and Hanshaw gave Lytle a shot. Lytle pounds it into the outside wall. Caution is out. Lytle's night is probably done. The right front tire is no longer pointing the right direction on the Lytle machine. Did Carlos fall asleep on us? Carlos, you there? Oh, Carlos is having a puppy emergency. I'm about to have a cat emergency if I don't end up getting her fed here soon, so.
I just lost all sound about 2 minutes ago, so that was fun to try to navigate.
That was the end of the Tate Lytle attempt at this victory. He tries to slide job Kyle Hanshaw. Hanshaw, for whatever reason, just sent him into the wall there. Big hit.
I think the gap just closed too quickly there. Not enough room for Lytle to pull the slide job, and that car's toast.
Yep. And it is part of dirt racing is the slide job, but at some point we gotta know when to throw them and know when to hold them.
Cooper Johnson gonna get a lap back here.
Yep, that puts all 19 cars that are on the track on the lead lap, though I don't think the Tate Lytle machine will be on the track for much longer. Looking to go green once again. Lap 62 going on the board now, and Lutz continues to lead in the second half of this race. Leininger off the berm. He's going to save it. Thomas off the berm. Both of those guys going to have to drop back in. Leininger still can't get it back going. Neither can Thomas. Thomas loops it. Dylan Thomas has thrown this thing away. Ryan Lutz clear sailing and no Dylan Thomas hunting him down.
Oh, Whitley over the berm.
Mark Whitley throws away second. Johnny Thomas is going to be up in P2 on the restart, and that just saved Dylan Thomas. He was 18th and right in front of the leaders. Leininger worked all the way back up.
Oh my. Who else was that? Someone just absolutely... Is that Talon?
I think it was Talon, because he dropped in right there with Dylan Thomas. He's going down pit road. The 2 car might be done for the night. Whitley's car looks heavily damaged now. A lot of unforced errors on top of a lot of these kind of over-aggressive moves, and that's just what you're getting with this 22 caution. We'll call it a race. Johnny Thomas, Kyle Hanshaw, those sitting second and third. I think that's Jared Mogard now up into fourth, and he had some speed in the heat races. We haven't really... It doesn't seem to be about speed. It seems to be about whether or not you keep the car straight. Also up into the top 10, Michael Goodman up into 7th. Matthew Weeks back into 8th. He's been upside down. He's been backwards a couple of times. Josh Clark's been over the berm a couple of times. Johnny Eckert's been over the berm a couple of times. He's in 10th. All those spots Damian Leininger got, he went over the berm and lost them all. Back up into 17th.
All right, let's try this for a 23rd time.
Johnny Thomas to the inside, but Mogard with the big run from 4th, and Jared Mogard trying to clear Thomas. Johnny fires it to the bottom, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I think Mogard's going to have it. Oh, Johnny Thomas powers from the bottom up to the top. He'll get second. Try to stay on the racetrack, Johnny.
Tate Lytle over the berm.
Now, that car, I don't think, has a properly working right front tire still. Kyle Hanshaw down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get around Jared Mogard for third. Mogard holds station.
Damian Leininger just straightened out Nick and Delicato.
Yeah, Leininger up to 13th, moving through this field pretty quickly.
He almost just pushed it 3 wide with Johnny Eckert there.
Eckert on the bottom trying to make that work. Goodman up top. Leininger's car looks to be about one of the fastest ones in this group. Can't go anywhere.
I was going to tell you, David, I agree. You've been hyping up that 12th car all night. He does actually look really fast in this traffic.
Off the front bumper of Thomas.
To the back, though, hopefully that keeps him green here.
Yeah, the thing with Leininger is he's a lot like Dylan Thomas. He can run with Dylan in the very dirty track, but when it's really fresh, I don't think Damian's quite as separated as terms of a dirt racer as some of these other guys. And right now they're caught up behind Michael Goodman. Oh, and Damian just shot Goodman out of the way and spun him out.
He had been trying to get around Goodman for about 5 laps or so and couldn't get there. So that might have been patience ran dry.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. Leininger knows he's got at least an outside shot to get up here and challenge for this race win. And, you know, teammate sitting there with him can't seem to get Michael to move out of the way there so Damian can go around. And there you go. We got one in the waiting room, and that's one with a not working right front tire. Let's talk once again to Tate Lytle. Tate, it's been an interesting race for you there, man. Looks like you got a shot into the outside wall after a slide job gone wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. I felt like we probably had top 2 or 3 pace, maybe behind like Johnny, and I don't even know, to be honest. I felt like we were pretty good. We could roll the outside. It's just every time we'd get up there, I think we got up to 5th from like 13th in like 15 laps and got cleared out by the 51. And then that was, it didn't give me my spots back that time. And then every other time I got up to 10th right before the invert, and they wrecked, and I had to go back to like 13th and didn't end up getting the inverted. So I don't know, frustrating night. I love racing dirt. It's a different type of racing, and not everyone understands that. But yeah, 46 was slow, and I thought I could slide up and have plenty of room. I don't know, I guess I shouldn't have come all the way up, but looks like they're going back green here. Let's see on the top.
Ryan Lutz on top, Johnny Thomas on the bottom, Hanshaw back there. Tate just called him slow, but he's up in second.
No, he's not slow. he's one of those guys. He's got a shot to win.
I don't know if anybody's got anything for that 36 car that isn't Dylan Thomas.
I don't know. You haven't seen the 83 car up here yet. I haven't seen the 46 car really up here either yet. So I don't know. Problem is that 83 gets stuck on the bottom. He can't do anything. He's gonna go back to 4th or 5th here, and he won't really be able to show his speed until maybe after the next caution.
What I've been talking about is that 12 car though, man. He had 4.5 minutes of damage. Damian Leininger, he's now trying to go around Johnny Thomas for the 5th spot. That might be the cleanest car on track too.
Doesn't really matter how much damage you have as long as you got 4 tires up. In the open race,
there goes Josh Clark off the berm.
Oh.
He and Jared Mogard have bounced off each other like 10 times today.
I don't know of a car that hasn't bounced off the 00 yet tonight, but it seems like as long as you go in there and pit for 20 seconds, it's almost like they air up the tires and you're good to go. I went into the pits and it was showing me pit service time, but they weren't fixing anything. My optional repairs of 8 minutes weren't going down any, so it's kind of frustrating too. But...
Well, there goes Dylan Thomas off the track.
It'll be a yellow.
That means Damian Leininger will be restarting behind his teammate Ryan Lutz in 4th. And that's a bunch of net code right there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the danger you run with running, this close in these dirt races. These cars just do not like to make contact with each other, and just the slightest contact like that, which it shouldn't even been contact. Johnny Thomas and Dylan Thomas should never have even touched probably right there, and yet Dylan Thomas gets shot off the track and we get our 24th caution of the night.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
I think we missed lap 69.
I think we did. Because Carlos had shifted it over to 22 to go, but all we need to know is that Ryan Lutz has not lost the lead since the halfway point and is going for that full second half lead every lap bonus.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys dragging me up here. I'll be pulling for that 46 car. I think 46, 83, 37. Those are those guys that are up there I'll be rooting for. I don't see the 11 up there anymore, but I think they got something for them. Anything can happen on these restarts.
It's true. Yeah, I think eventually someone's going to think it's $100. I'm going to slide up and into that 36 car and shoot him down the hill.
Might
and
as well.
When that happens, well, then it's anybody's race.
Yeah, and I mean, a guy like Lutz, I mean, obviously everyone respects him for his talent, but he'd do that to you, so you better do it to him too. So.
Absolutely. I think the biggest candidate to do that to him is that car in that 12 car right there. That guy will send you right off the mountain for 5th place, not to mention a win. So here we go. Oh, Hanshaw sideways on the restart. Stacks up the whole inside line.
He missed a shift there. 12 cars cleared to second pretty easy.
Johnny Thomas up to 3rd.
Yeah, he's got the outside line too. We'll see what he can do. He was pretty stout in the open.
He told us in the interview that he really liked the fresh track, but that the older track was not his forte.
I kind of felt the opposite.
Yeah, Lutz, Leininger, top 2, and let's see what Leininger's got for Lutz. Lutz does have a little bit of right side damage, but looks right now like Lutz is pulling away.
Yeah, he's on rails.
Bang! In the back. Crashing on the front straightaway.
And shot pretty hard. They're straight there.
Another good recovery drive for Seth Rawls. He's up to the top 10 after being way in the back, and he just got sent by Dylan Thomas. Keeps it straight, though. Thomas kind of impatient, wanting to get back up to the front. If we've learned anything from this short green flag run, it's that I think Dylan Thomas is about the only guy who can get up there and contend with Ryan Lutz.
Yeah. Yeah, Lutz has that high line figured out. The only way he's going to lose this thing is if he overshoots turn 3 or turn 1, which is...
He's done it. He's done it once tonight.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to do, and the more where this track gets, the easier it'll be to do, so... But if I'm him, I'm running half a lane off the top. I mean, no one's got anything for him. He's getting these guys by a 10th or 2 a lap, so give yourself some breathing room. It's not like there's much of a cushion up there, so.
Lutz can either throw it away himself, or one of these late cautions could come out and it would change the game. But if this thing were to go green, we'll be done in 5 minutes if it goes green.
It's a good thought. Coming up with some lap track. Dylan Thomas off track, and he's going to loop it, try and bring out a caution, and he will. All right, with that, I'm getting out of here. Sorry for coming in here and venting to y'all, but frustrating night for the old 56 car. That car looked way too good for that.
We appreciate it, Tate, and the lucky thing is no points on the line tonight. You got $10. $10 for this.
Yeah, at least there's a little consolation for that. Hopefully Hanshaw can get some good karma and go get himself $100 here. But I don't think so after that last restart. But catch y'all later.
Thank you, Tate. Well, it is now time for Slide Job City.
If anyone can get to him.
Yep. So it'll be Leininger on the bottom underneath him. Now, I don't think Leininger will be doing it yet. I know Leininger absolutely would move that 36 car.
Question is though, is we just saw like a 10-lap stretch where Lutz just managed the gap and kept it just under a second. Like, I just don't know if you're Damien, unless you do it off the start. I don't know if you have the speed to stay with him to get back to him to do it later.
Right. What I think is it might be too early. Might be too early to be thinking about this, and even Lutz might even take the bottom and try to avoid it. In fact, I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Is Lutz doesn't want anybody shooting him off the berm. He wants to be the one shooting somebody off the berm, and he knows he can get back after Damien. He's got more the speed to do it. So Ryan Lutz playing it smart here, trying to avoid getting run into. And I think right now he's got Damien up there, at least, which is a teammate. Damien will definitely move somebody for it, but it's a teammate right now, and Johnny Thomas, Joe Francis, two of the more respectful guys on the circuit.
The third car on the inside line, if he could get a big enough run, Mogard would be somebody that would go for it.
Absolutely, yeah. And Lutz to the top. Didn't give anybody a chance to get underneath him that time, and he's going to have to be restarting like that if he wants to win this thing. Thomas under Francis. Francis trying to hold steady. He's been all over the place tonight. There goes Thomas, and Thomas run over by Mogard. That'll be a caution. Oh, and Thomas doesn't hold the brakes and gets pounded by Michael Goodman. And Johnny Thomas goes from first to last. That puts Josh Clark in fourth and Seth Rawls into fifth. Johnny did say he didn't like running the middle and bottom. And there goes Ethan Burrell and Kyle Hanshaw. Hanshaw goes sideways off. Looks like he got Matthew Weeks. We're down to 16 cars on track, by the way. Cooper Johnson has retired the 14. No, there's no points, there's no money for anything but dead last. Or for anything but first, sorry. Dead last also gets money. But that's already been earned. Gerald Campbell will be earning that.
Yeah, so the lead lap to lead every lap in the first half is gone. Zero X's was gone a long time ago. No back row challenge.
Right.
Ryan Lutz was the lap 69 winner, so he'll pick up $16.69. Has he led every lap here in?
He has.
Okay, so that's the only thing that's still in play on top of the $100 for a win.
And he would also earn the 16.69 for lap 69. So here we go. Lutz to the green, shoots to the bottom, and he will hold Leininger back, though I think significantly less distance between the two of them. And turn 3 right. Oh, there goes Clark off the berm. No
Still
caution.
green.
Lutz and Leininger. Lutz pulls away coming out of 4, but Leininger is within striking distance.
He's there, but for how long?
He just needs to keep that gap close enough to be able to make that last-ditch effort. We saw it in the Bristol Dirt NASCAR Cup race. Of course, you don't want to also spin yourself like Chase Briscoe did. Now Lutz pulling away from Leininger. And laps to go. Almost there. There it is. Caution's out. Again. Matthew Weeks and Dylan Thomas has been a bit of a wrecking ball going back through the field here. That'll give Leininger another shot at it, though. And I think we know for sure that Leininger can't keep the gap within striking distance range. He's going to have to use the bumper earlier in the run in order to wedge the lead away from this 36 car. And is Damian even willing to do that? You know, it is a teammate, but it's also $100.
It's also a win, which that 12 car has not seen in quite a while, so he might be willing to do it.
Certainly might be.
Plus, Lutz is he hasn't won a lot, but he's won some money already tonight, so. Although, if he does it, I mean, I guess taking the win away regardless would do it anyway, but you also, by dumping him, would instantly cancel out his chance to win $40, so.
That's true. I think it's $20 for the...
Oh yeah, sorry, $20,
yeah.
$20.
Yeah, so Lutz definitely doesn't want that to happen, but, you know, if... Oh, Lutz is choosing the top this time. Maybe not. Or are we doing single file restarts? No, we're doing double file.
No, they're just sorting it out here.
Seth Rawls up to 4th. That's another comeback story. Rawls was in one of those early accidents and has been on pit road a bunch. Green flag back out. Lutz cuts to the bottom.
He's going to be protective here.
Oh, man. Rawls just got put in the wall by Francis.
You're Damien. You got to go here. Oh, he lost momentum. It's gone.
Yeah, it's all right. Nope, caution's out right there. There you go. Another chance. And Dylan Thomas got spun. I can't say I'm surprised. That one's been a bit coming here. A bit of a time coming. Dylan's been a bit... Oh, he's spun it on someone else? Alrighty then. This time he gets Jared Mogard. We've seen the 0-3 doing exactly that. Every single lap, man, it seems like. And that's certainly a way to race. Oh, Dylan Thomas just got clobbered after the... Okay, hold on. We got to cover that. Hold on. Whoa.
Tempers are flying.
Tempers are flaring now. Everybody's pissed off. All right, Mogard spun. He got hit by Burrell. And Mogard gassed it up and just full throttled it into the next corner.
Someone had already taken
He
Dylan Thomas out. Dylan was spun around backwards.
Yeah,
Hanshaw. Hanshaw took him out. Eckert and Weeks got involved in that for no reason at all.
Yeah, poor Eckert and Weeks. It was certainly not their fault. Weeks, in fact, is the victim of that 0-3. I don't think even Hanshaw even intentionally spun him. I think he just got into him there. And, yeah, and then there comes Mogard, full throttle, full steam into Thomas. He didn't even hit Thomas that hard. A lot of
Eckert.
post-caution contact there.
Eckert, I actually think, got more damage than Dylan Thomas did.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I think might be removable from the race.
I have seen in my dirt racing a car go for a slide job in turn 2, miss it, and not let off all the way through turns 3 and 4 here.
Has manually disconnected from the server here, so green flag back out. Lutz got another huge restart. Leininger's going to be busy fending off these guys for second. Joe Francis going to slide up in front of Leininger and just absolutely clear himself. Joe Francis into second. I don't think any of these guys have anything for Ryan Lutz. But now there's a non-teammate there in second, and he might not be so gracious to Ryan Lutz with that front bumper. Seven laps to go, $100 on the line. Ryan Lutz out in front, pulling away. Joe Francis, Damian Leininger, Seth Rawls trying to chase him down.
6 laps left to go. It seems like Francis is maybe keeping pace a little bit.
Lutz might be toying with him too, hoping he does this, tries to pull one of them last-ditch slide jobs so he can clear Damian to second. Got a ride on the back of the pack there. Eckert, Whitley, Clark bounces off of Eckert, spins to the inside, clears into Johnny Thomas, and the caution is out. Clark spins the 28 once again, and now Leininger will restart third, and he will have every opportunity to follow Lutz right through to the race lead. It's going to be very tough for Joe Francis to be able to do anything now.
I was just
Allen went off again.
I was just gonna say, if you're Ryan Lutz, I don't know if I'd be playing around with anybody at this point. You don't want to put yourself in a chance to force someone to take a shot at you like that. I'd want to check out as much as I can and just try to gap everybody.
Absolutely right. I think the safest bet is to do that, but Ryan Lutz is not a safe driver. I mean, we know this. Lutz is the kind of guy who he'll take his chances. Even when he might already have it in hand.
I'll put all my money on the bet that he's going to take the bottom line here.
Absolutely. I will say that the ERSCA is also doing a giveaway. If you picked the winner of the race properly and they were in the top 10 in points, like Ryan Lutz is, you'd be eligible to win $50. As Lutz goes green, gets another huge restart.
So we should
whoever's
have
picking Lutz. Leininger on Francis, and that's not going to work. And Leininger is off the berm. Rawls is off the berm.
Unless the caution comes out here, it's basically going to hand it over to Ryan Lutz.
So, Francis way back now, Massey, and the caution certainly could come out though. 3 to go.
Wait, how did I not know about this giveaway thing? Were we?
No, you were tagged in it.
Well, I didn't look at it. Why did we not? Were we not eligible for this? What's the deal with this?
Oh, we were eligible. I picked Ryan Lutz.
Look at you.
And there's the caution. Oh man. I absolutely picked Ryan Lutz. Why not? Green, white checkers is what's going to be here. And, let's see. Rawls and Goodman for last. Oh, Leininger went off the berm is what happened there. So So Mogard has retired. That was the last one. We're down to 15 cars. There's Dylan Thomas sliding off track. He's now back to 15th again. Or was that the caution? That might have been the caution. Two laps to go. 30 cautions in this one. I'm trying to look through the results of that. I think someone else. I think me and Vincent Isabella both chose Ryan Lutz. Other than that, I'm not seeing anybody else.
I believe
Tyler Dixon also chose Ryan Lutz.
I believe Dylan Thomas was the cause of that caution.
Wow. Well, Lutz on the outside. He's given some risk to Francis timing up this restart and hauling it off there into turn number 1 and pushing him onto the berm.
Well, I think he just got word that David is in line to win $50.
Yeah, and he needs to open up the door. I'm not in line to win. I think it's a split between. Here comes Francis. He's going to have a bit of a run up. Doesn't put him in the wall there, and Lutz clears away, and Delicato's up on the wall. 3 wide for third. Dang, Hanshaw spins somebody out. Yeah, I don't even know what we're doing back there.
Caution.
That's for last place. It's a race that pays $100 for first and nothing for any other spot. Why are we wrecking for last? I just don't get it. 31.
Well, it might have been a stack up because Delicato got pushed off the berm there down the backstretch. I don't know if that was a chain reaction or not.
Delicato is getting his spots back. And then, yeah, the Week spun, Burrell spun, Hanshaw got just pile drived. Rawls went off track.
Damien made it through.
Floored it through. I don't even know, man. Matthew Weeks is done.
Watch Damien right here. Ready?
There he goes. He did get a little bit of damage at the beginning of that wreck, but Andrew hit the tires. Still kept her straight.
All right. So does anyone have another shot? 31 cautions. Well, we're about 5 off of roughly what pace we were on. Hopefully we don't have another 5 cautions in us.
Trying to look up the Lernerville race from last year.
Definitely don't feel like there was these many cautions in that race. Oh, Joe Francis tried to go for it and spun the tires.
Yep, and that gives the results to Ryan Lutz.
Oh, 2 cars over the berm. There goes Delicato. They're wrecking. Caution.
There's the caution again.
Now I know I'm guessing it's probably not the case here tonight, but in our normal races, we only have 1 or 2 green-white checkers allowed.
This one's showing unlimited.
Okay.
Yep. Unlimited.
So we're
Also, I've only got 15 cautions in that Lernerville race. Two hours, 30 minutes time limit from the start. We are at an hour 30. Yeah, we could easily be here for another hour too. This is come on boys, finish it up. Let's go.
Well, I said we were going to be done about midnight, and I meant midnight Eastern time, and we're about 17 minutes away.
So close.
But please, no closer.
Central. British? I don't know. Probably, but I don't know what it's called. We're on talking time zones now because the racing has devolved into a demolition derby 20 cautions ago.
For those of you that maybe could not hear Carlos.
32 cautions, Carlos.
Carlos asked what the next time zone was other than Eastern.
About to look it up.
Going forward, not going Central, Mountain, Pacific, going the other way. So now David and I are now on a Google search to figure out
race to UTC 04. I don't know if it has a name. Green flag's back out. Ryan Lutz is definitely within striking distance of Francis this time. Here comes Francis. Joe Francis doesn't use the door. Nick Massey's off the berm. Somebody's upside down. We're still green. Get to the line, Ryan. Get to the line. No, he didn't do it. Oh, no. My goodness. All right, what's UTC 04 known as?
this is more important.
It is more important. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
I have a time zone map up right now, but it's not telling me anything.
Right. It's just -4. Is all I have. We do time zone map of Canada. Because
NDT.
NDT. There it is. Yeah, I got it. NST. Well, I got NST and AST as well. I don't even know what those mean. It's getting more confusing by the second.
Newfoundland Daylight Time is what NDT stands for.
I believe that. That's the only place where it is. There's a UTC 3 hours. Okay, Canada, get your time zones right. My goodness.
ADT stands for Atlantic Daylight Time. It is currently 12:46 in ADT. So if anyone was watching in Atlantic Daylight Time, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. You should.
Green flag is out.
Okay,
They're still trying to wreck.
We're figuring out what time it is in other parts of the country, in the other parts of the world, and there's another wreck.
It's not. Joe Francis had another chance to take out Ryan Lutz. Did not do it. See if we get back to the line to finish this thing up.
There it is, white flag.
Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. I'm really just mostly mad that Joe Francis hasn't gone in and cleared Ryan Lutz out yet. Make it interesting, man. Come on. We haven't had anything to talk about. We're talking about time zones. 33 cautions.
We had about 4 cars spin over the berm before this.
Oh my goodness. What
Clark
on
and
earth?
Acker get together there.
Yeah, this is rather absurd at this point. Give Ryan Lutz $100 and let's go home. Come on. That's true. Yeah, we definitely deserve it more than these guys tonight.
Would it be possible for anyone to run out of gas at this point?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think they're fine on it.
Not gonna happen again.
Well, Prince is going to send it in there on the bottom again, but oh, maybe he didn't even get a chance to.
Leininger's gonna punt him over the wall.
We showed Francis how
Leininger's
it's
gonna
done.
punt somebody else over the wall.
5 cars went flying down the berm right there. Come on, Ryan, get to the line. Come on. Come on, Ryan.
I think
White
Johnny's about
flag.
to
There
come
we
up
go.
fifth.
Finally. Give him his money and be done.
I think Damien just cleared about 3
Come
cars
on,
out of his way
nuts,
to
take
get
it
the second.
home.
He's sending it. Here comes Leininger. Did he get him?
Not gonna get there. No, he's
Nope.
way off.
Way off. Yeah, he gave it a shot.
He did it.
Ryan Lutz wins the All-Star race. And that was entirely too long.
Johnny Thomas took third.
Yep, Johnny third, Kyle Henshaw fourth, and Delicato fifth. Michael Goodman P7. Johnny Eckert, race control, ends up top 10 in a race that only pays for first. All right, let's get Ryan Lutz up here and then let's get out of here. Lutzy, congratulations on the win, man.
Thanks, man.
You it seemed like it went a little long there tonight, but you end up with what, $116?
Yeah, it's not a bad payday, right?
Actually, I think you get $136 because you led every lap in the second half.
Oh, look at that number, 36.
Yep, there you go. He did it on purpose, folks.
Yeah, so yeah, when that caution came out, when I knew Dylan had me beat for that stage when I made that one mistake, I knew to drop to the back and hopefully win the big one.
Yep, and you did just that, man. Dylan was stuck in traffic, never made it back up to you. Would you guys have been able to race it out if we had maybe ever gone green there for a little bit?
I think that the track slicked out so bad that I don't think you're able to pass. It was so hard, and once I realized that, I was like, man, well, let's just drop to the back. And I actually got nervous. I thought I was 12th, and I was like, oh man, I'm not even gonna make it at all. But luckily, I was 9th there, and then we got a Delicato on the top there, and just was able to just hit our marks and not make any mistakes and nail every point in the restarts and just do what we can to win the race.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on the $100. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, Damien Leininger, Bad Flood Podcast. You, Dom, David, Carlos do a great job. It's cool to win All-Star race back-to-back years now. I know I won it last year in Texas, so it's sweet to win it again. Does everyone in ERSCA, Johnny? I know it wasn't the greatest race, but it was sure fun and it was sure different. And the paint scheme, I never ran a green car, so I figured let's strap some green on there and hopefully some good luck. So my girlfriend's watching. I know it's a late night, so just thanks to everyone. It was a fun night.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win, and go get them next week when the points are on the line.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Oop. Yep. I definitely sent Dom to the Apex Sim Racing chat. Dom, get back in the booth. Where are you going?
I didn't move anywhere.
I know. I moved you by accident instead of Lutz. Damien Leininger second, Johnny Thomas third. We're just gonna finish it up there. I believe I believe that they sent us the people who won money. Johnny Thomas won the first stage. He got $10. Mark Whitley won the second stage. He got $10. Tate Latta won the third stage. All those in the open segment. They all each got $10. Dylan Thomas won the halfway, $40. Ryan Lutz won $16.69 for lap 69. He won $20 for the leading every lap in the second half, and he won the race for $100. So over $200, I think, over total that Johnny gave away tonight. With that, I'm David Westergreen for Dom Santina and Carlos Acosta, 3Wide TV, Belly Up Sports, and ERSCA. This has been the All-Star Race. Everybody have a good night.